We're hanging out backstage at Larry Joe Taylor's 35th Texas Music Festival, and I am hanging out with a guy and kind of meeting for the first time, Mr. Zach Maberry, singer-songwriter. Is it Maberry or Maberry?
It's Maberry.
Maberry. So it is May without the Y.
As far as I know, it is Maberry. That's what they told me.
Is it?
When I was a kid, so I just went with that.
Went with that. You're a East Texas guy.
East Texas. Raised in Lufkin, living in Tyler area right now. Yeah.
A lot of good songwriters coming out of East Texas.
Yeah.
A lot of good bands.
So the girl who won the showcase,
Meredith Crawford.
Meredith Crawford. She's my good friend, and we live probably 10 minutes from each other.
Really?
Yeah. She lives in Chandler, Texas, and so there's kind of a little scene going on around there. I know, like Nick and I don't know if Presley was from there, but I know Nick is from Marshall.
He's East Texas, yeah.
So there's a lot of people from there, and I feel like the scene is kind of continuing to grow.
Right.
Yeah.
You were in the songwriter showcase. What is that like? Like how nerve-wracking is that? The finals. It comes down to the final 6, and here you are. You got 3 songs to play.
Well, oddly enough, the finals I felt less nervous than the second round.
Really?
For some reason, the second round I was extremely nervous, but I guess the finals, like I had other people there, like my buddy Kyle Cooley and Meredith Crawford was there, and her fiance Chris Rasco. So it kind of it helped having people there that I knew.
Right.
And so when I played that round, I felt totally fine for some reason. It's probably because they were there. It helped out.
That's wild. Yeah. So you just didn't think you had a chance? Is that what it was?
I guess so. Yeah.
There was so much talent. It was crazy.
If I can keep that mindset just going forward with whatever I do, then I think I'll be okay.
Right. Yeah. So like I was a judge, and we went back, and it was like, can we just get 6 guitars and everybody wins? Because this makes no sense.
Yeah, that's what Larry said.
I hate contests, honestly.
Yeah.
Because especially on a night like that, it was technically a coin flip is what it ends up being, because
everybody was great.
Everybody was fantastic that night, and I love that. That's what I love about the LJT one, the Songwriter Showcase. It seems like so many people want to be a part of it. It's just become something really special. Yeah. And you and I were talking earlier, guys like Cleto Cordero, who he and his band Flatland headlined the big stage last night in front of tens of thousands of people, and he didn't even win when he was in that Songwriter Showcase.
That's crazy.
Of course, he was in the same year as Parker McCollum, so like but that's the kind of competition that's in that thing. It's nuts.
Yeah.
You have such an incredible, unique voice and a unique sound. That song "Wolves" for me was one just absolutely. And I know it's not even a brand new song. It's just the first time I had the opportunity to hear it. And I hate that there's so much good music out there that sometimes we miss it.
Yeah.
Like
that's why it's good to have guys like you.
We're always searching. That's what it is.
To help share it, yeah.
So, like, where does like a song like that come from? Where do you find your inspiration for these kind of deep, dark, haunting songs?
I've had conversations with people about that, and I don't like. It seems like some songs just kind of come out of nowhere. Where sometimes it's kind of hard to take credit. Like, oh, I wrote this. This is something I did. Which some songs like that one, specifically that one, it seems like it kind of just came out of nowhere. I mean, it was definitely dealing with emotions of like, kind of like imposter syndrome. Am I good enough to even do music, to put it out there, to be on stage, to do stuff like that? And so I felt like I was feeling that way. And I think a lot of other people feel that way with whatever they're interested in. If they have like just a slight inclination to, I kind of like doing this, I might want to pursue it, but there's also, you kind of make up in your mind, it's not going to work out. You know, there's reasons why I shouldn't do it, and so it kind of it can keep people from doing what I feel like they're put on earth to do. You know, and I feel like it blesses you and it blesses other people. So I think you got to try your best to kind of get past that.
I feel like some of my favorite songwriters are always doubting themselves.
Yeah.
It always feels like that. I don't know what that is. Like, why you guys do that?
I don't know.
But I guess it makes you reach to that extra little level because you just really want to prove yourself.
Yeah.
What got you into music?
What got me into music? First started playing with my dad. Started teaching me chords. And so I learned from him on an old Martin guitar that I still have today, that was my grandfather's guitar. And so learn then, and then I think you were here when I talked about like I got into like emo and punk music back in the day, and then somehow
we're glad you got over that.
Oh, me too.
Really
me too.
happy for you.
And I somehow transitioned over into singer-songwriter type stuff, and mainly because of people like I started listening to Pat Green, Corey Morrow. I started listening to a lot of Ryan Adams stuff, and so I think it was people like that really got me interested in songwriting, and then I started writing stuff for myself, and so I've been doing it ever since then.
You have a little bit of that Ryan Adams Whiskey Town kind of style about some of your songs too.
Yeah, I love some Whiskey Town. I know Kyle Sinculi likes some Whiskey Town too.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't really?
Any of that older alt country type stuff has always been some of my favorite.
It was
stuff.
groundbreaking, and I think that was a good transition for a lot of because I was a rock guy and kind of transitioned to that kind of thing. Like it was a good bridgeway to go to kind of more Americana-ish.
Yeah. I keep waiting for Ryan Adams to do a Whiskey Town reunion,
like a reunion,
but I don't think he's going to do it.
You know what those tickets would cost? Oh my gosh! So if tickets aren't expensive enough, a reunion of that proportions would be great.
It'd be cool though.
So, like, what is next in your plan for your career? Like, are you planning on doing music full time?
Yeah, I think now in my career, like I've done it full time at a point, and to where I was playing basically whatever I could take, which is not a lot of like stuff where you got a lot of people really there to listen.
Your background noise.
Yeah, it's just basically background. But you still in those, every once in a while you'll find a kind of like a hidden gem where stuff is just like, oh, this is the reason why I do this. And so I think now is just trying to be more trying to choose better of like, oh, I want to play places where people are there to come listen to the songs, And so that's kind of my goal now is finding more stuff like that, and because that's what makes me just enjoy it more, and getting to play with my friends and getting to make community, which is what I like about LJT. Is like that's what it feels like it's about is making community, and so that's what encourages me to keep playing and to put out more music, stuff like that.
You're a fantastic songwriter, fantastic singer. I see a big future for you, man. Just stick with it.
I
Absolutely.
Appreciate it,
Thank you so much for chatting with me, man.
Thanks, Steve.
Zach Maberry here, backstage at LJT number 35.